let me ask you something that almost every man has secretly wondered. How long is sex supposed to last? Is it 30 minutes like the movies make it seem? Is it 10 minutes like some guys in the locker room brag about? Or is the truth something completely different? Well, today I'm going to share the real answer, based not on opinions, myths, or Hollywood, but on actual Stopwatch data from over 500 couples around the world. And I promise you this, by the end of this video, you're going to feel lighter, more confident, and far less pressured about how long you last. But before we dive in, do me a quick favor. Tap that like button so YouTube shows this to more men who need reassurance. And drop a comment below. Where are you watching from? I love seeing the brotherhood of men from all over the world checking in and supporting each other. All right, let's separate fact from fiction. Here's the problem. Society has given men an absolutely warped picture of what sex should look like. Movies, adult content, even casual guy talk. They all make it seem like good sex is supposed to go on for half an hour or more with constant intensity. And what does that do to you? It creates pressure, quiet, nagging pressure that sits in the back of your mind. Am I lasting long enough? Am I satisfying her? Am I normal? But here's the truth. What you've been told about lasting longer is mostly a myth. The reality, backed by stopwatch-timed scientific data, is far different. And once you know the real numbers, you'll see that most men are doing just fine. If you're new here, my name is Dr. Nora Hayes. I'm a board-certified urologist with 7 years of experience specializing in men's health, performance, and confidence. Every week, I meet men who walk into my office feeling embarrassed, ashamed, or convinced that they're failing in the bedroom. But what I always remind them is this: most of those worries are based on comparing themselves to unrealistic expectations. So let's clear this up once and for all, using real science. 1. Defining what we're measuring. Before we even get to the stopwatch results, we have to ask, what do we mean by how long sex lasts? In the biggest study of its kind, researchers defined sex very specifically: penile vaginal penetration. Timing starts at the moment of entry. Timing ends at the moment of ejaculation. That means it does not include foreplay, kissing, touching, oral sex, or afterplay. Now, is that the best or only definition of sex? Absolutely not. Sex is about connection, variety, and intimacy, not just penetration. But for the sake of research, you have to define terms clearly. And this definition, what doctors call the intravaginal ejaculation latency time, IELT, is what they measured. So keep in mind, this is just one slice of the bigger sexual experience. 2, what men think is normal. Now, here's where it gets interesting. When researchers asked men how long should intercourse last, the average answer was 16 minutes. When they asked men, how long do you think most guys actually last? The average guess was 9 minutes. Already you can see the gap. Men believe the ideal is about double what they think reality is. And that belief gap is where so much insecurity is born. 3, the real stopwatch data. So what happened when couples actually used stopwatches during sex? The average duration of penetrative intercourse across over 500 couples was just 5.7 minutes. That's right, not 30 minutes, not 15, not even 10. The true global average was under 6 minutes. Some men lasted just a few seconds, others lasted close to an hour. But the middle ground, the average, was right around 5 to 6 minutes. And let me tell you something, that's normal. 4, variations by country. Now, there were some fascinating differences depending on where couples lived. In Turkey, the average was just 4.4 minutes. In the United Kingdom, the average was nearly 10 minutes, the highest of any nation studied. Everywhere else, the numbers hovered between 5 and 7 minutes. The takeaway, normal varies. There isn't one universal magic number. 5, what women actually want. Now let's flip the question. What about women? Do women even want sex to last longer? A large online survey of over 4,000 women asked that very question. Their average preferred duration of penetration was about 25 minutes. But let's put that in perspective. That's not a demand, and it's not a universal truth. Preferences vary by age, arousal, emotional connection, and comfort level. And remember, penetration is only one part of intimacy. Foreplay, afterplay, emotional closeness, these matter just as much, if not more. So the key here isn't to chase a number, it's to focus on satisfaction and connection. So what should you do with all this information? Stop comparing yourself to fantasy. If you're lasting around the global average of 5 to 7 minutes, you're not broken. You're right in line with real-world data. Redefine success in the bedroom. Great intimacy isn't measured by a stopwatch. It's measured by whether both partners leave the experience feeling satisfied and connected. Address concerns if they persist. If you're struggling with premature ejaculation or finishing too quickly, talk to a urologist. Often it's treatable with simple strategies. If you're struggling with lasting too long or difficulty finishing, that's also common and treatable. If anxiety, shame, or relationship strain are part of the picture, working with a certified sex therapist can make all the difference. The point is, help exists. You don't have to live with silent frustration. Now let me talk to the man who's still feeling uneasy hearing these numbers. Maybe you're thinking, but my partner wants more. Or, I'm still not where I want to be. Here's what I want you to remember. Intimacy is not a race, and it's not a performance for a stopwatch. It's about connection. It's about confidence, and it's about giving and receiving pleasure in a way that feels meaningful. And with communication, variety, and the right tools, you can create a deeply satisfying experience, no matter what the stopwatch says. So the next time you catch yourself worrying about whether you last long enough, remember this. The global average is just under 6 minutes. Most men are doing just fine. And what matters most isn't a number, it's satisfaction, connection, and confidence. If you found this reassuring, please hit that like button and subscribe for more real, science-backed men's health content. Share this with a friend who needs a little confidence boost too. And tell me in the comments, after hearing the real numbers, how do you feel? Relieved? Surprised? Encouraged? I'm Dr. Nora Hayes, and for the past 7 years, I've been helping men just like you reclaim their confidence, protect their health, and enjoy intimacy without fear or shame. And I'll leave you with this. Age is not the end of vitality. Your body is capable of more than you think. With knowledge, care, and small changes, you can enjoy a life of strength, freedom, and confidence inside and outside the bedroom. Take care of yourself. You are absolutely worth it.